And we are live on the Live Masters TV showcase. I'm super excited. We have our special guest on today, Brenda Roher, and she's a multi-talented, incredible human who specializes in many areas of business. She has quite the lengthy business career. Earlier in her career, she was in marketing and banking, and then she moved on to the entertainment industry for 10 plus years. And she owned her own entertainment company. During that time, she was organized and created so many incredible theme parties. And then she took another direction and started managing and helping software companies with their workflow and automation. Now she is a health and wellness specialist, and she has become extremely passionate about health and how she can help others get knowledge in order for their bodies to know exactly what they need for their optimal health. And I am so excited for what she is going to share with you today on this call. So get your fingers ready to start to tell your friends that we have some really powerful information for you today on the Live Masters TV showcase. So Brenda, go ahead and say hello to everybody and let them know how you're doing today.
Hello, everybody. I am doing fantastic. Such a great Friday. I'm here down in South Florida. The sun is shining. Life is good. So I'm here to tell you a little bit about this wonderful journey that I've been on. It's been really quite fascinating. So to go back a little bit, I got put into the role of being a caretaker about 7 years ago. My husband had suffered heart attacks, and at that point, his second stroke, which was really life-changing for us. And really, as most women, we're mothers, we're wives, we're caretakers. I kind of let the whole house of cards start tumbling around me because I wasn't taking care of myself. So I really have had to learn this whole new way of thinking that we're all caregivers, but what are we doing for our own self-care? And that's been huge for me because by the time I turned around 2 years ago, I was grossly overweight. I was in chronic pain. The inflammation in my body was so out of control that an acupuncturist couldn't even get the needles into my body to work anymore. And we don't even talk about what was going on with my husband because, 4 heart attacks, 15 stents, 3 strokes, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. I could barely even afford his medications anymore. That's how many he was on. So I went on this journey because I was like, there's got to be a better way. And I searched and searched, and I had spreadsheets, and I was looking at all the different companies out there. And I said, I need one company that's going to step up with one word. That's all I was looking for, was one word that differentiated the company from all the other companies out there. And then I stumbled across Euphoria Science, and they had that one word, and that was customization. And when I read about how I could do a DNA test and get a customized designer nutrition for my body that was going to help me heal from the inside out, I was like, I'm in. Okay, let's give this a shot. Because at that point, I've tried everything. Nothing at all was working. So here I am. I learned that I had actually inherited the genes from my parents for weight management issues and inflammation issues. And there was nothing I was going to be able to do to fix that on my own. I really needed to find a solution. Well, what I learned was that, like, turmeric is a perfect example. I was taking 250 milligrams of turmeric. Oh, guess what? That was too much for my body. I only needed 179. And do you ever hear that saying, too much of a good thing isn't such a good thing? Well, I was creating more toxicity in my body than what my body needed. So I go on my customized nutrition, and I'm happy to tell you, here I am about 15 months later. My inflammation is down 80%. My chronic pain is way, way down, also like 80%. I'm able to exercise. I've always been able to exercise, but I'm able to do things now that I haven't been able to do. And I'm happy to say that I have lost just under 40 pounds so far, and I'm still going, still going really strong. We've also taken my husband off about 60% of his pharmaceuticals, which has really been really life-changing. because taking him off some of his blood pressure meds and antidepressants, and hi Jacqueline, and taking him off statin drugs and some of his diabetes medication, oh my God, he's like a new man. I can't even begin to tell you. He's up, he's out, he's got a whole different outlook on life. He feels like he was walking around in a fog for many, many years.
Yeah. So explain. I'm pretty familiar with this whole process because you and I have been actually working on it for about the last 15 months or so. So, and one of the reasons why I wanted you to come on, besides the fact that you finished our live interview challenge and I wanted to interview you, you're one of the best people that I know that can share this and disseminate this information for people. So could you explain a little bit how the process works and how the DNA test actually shows you what your body needs and what's the process like?
I can certainly do that. In fact, at one point, if you want, we could even share my screen and I can show you a sample report if you'd like.
Yeah, go ahead. You could share your screen if you have the button on your end.
Okay. Let's take a quick look and I can show you because the process is so great. So we do a simple DNA swab of your cheek and that's like bouncing. Can you see that okay? Okay, good. So you do a simple swab of your cheek. We send that in a HIPAA compliant envelope. So the HIPAA compliant envelope, boy, we're getting bouncing there, aren't I? Are you seeing bouncing? No, I can't hear you. I'm gonna stop and try it again.
Yeah, try it again.
For some reason. So we do a simple swab of your cheek. We put it into a HIPAA compliant envelope, which only has a barcode. So your DNA is protected, okay? We're really, really big on the HIPAA compliancy. We send that in. While you're waiting for your results, you start taking what's called pretrition. And that's got our base formula in there. It's also got a product in there called AC11. And AC11 has been proven through peer-reviewed studies to actually help lengthen your telomeres. What is a telomere? Telomere is the best way to describe it is a part of your cell that as we age, it starts to shorten and unravel. Similarly to like the shoelaces. At the very end, after wear and tear, the shoelaces start to unravel as well. Well, what we need to do with our telomeres is help strengthen and lengthen them. So the AC11 product has been shown to do that. So about 2-3 weeks in, you're going to receive your test results. And your test results, which let's see, I'll try one more time and see if that works. Because the test is just so great. It gives you all this information, like this whole blueprint of your body. Oh, good, it's working. Okay. So what we see here is if you have a green, that means that you've inherited nothing from, no variant from your parents. Red means you've inherited the variant from both your parents. So as you can see, I have the healthy inflammatory response issue and the healthy weight management issue. And then the yellow actually shows that you've inherited the variant from one parent. Now, a lot of people take a look at this healthy blood pressure one and they say, wait a minute, I know you. You've always had severely and dangerously low blood pressure levels. How would you have a high blood pressure level? And the truth is, it doesn't say high blood pressure, it says healthy blood pressure. And if you look at my supplements that I take, I actually get 64 milligrams of sodium because my body actually requires that I need more of that mineral in order to help give me a healthy blood pressure level. And we test for things like, vitamin B12 and oxidative stress report. I mean, I have a lot of Parkinson's and Alzheimer's in my family. Well, you know what? This oxidative stress report was huge for me because I did not inherit that variant, which I'm really thrilled about. Now, does it mean I'm not going to get it? Who knows? But at least I know that my body isn't showing signs that I've inherited that variant, which was really important to me. And, we just go through the MTHFR is huge for your overall health, and then we go through other things like your vitamin D receptors. And, when you do the comparisons, and what I like to always do is show like 2 supplement facts, and you can look at 2 different individuals and you can see that we get such different doses and different products put into our customized formula, which is like really just fantastic. We also do, I don't even know, how do you describe it, Mike? We do so many great things. We do skincare reports, and we do sports and fitness reports, you know, and
We were talking about the sports and fitness report and how much valuable information there was in there. And when I was growing up, I was telling you that I played a lot of basketball and it tore up my knees. And once I got my sports and fitness report, it broke down in there that my body was not designed and made for high intensity type workouts with lots of impact, because my joints and my ligaments, I had inherited genetic defects from my parents that didn't allow my joints to be strong. So yeah, I didn't realize I was tearing my body up basically my whole life growing up. Now I realize that now I'm working out slow and steady. It's getting a lot better.
It wins the race. But what's really great about this report, and one of my favorite parts is that it's a 35-page report. I mean, we don't mess around here. And what we do is we break it down for you, and each page of the report gives you a whole breakdown on each one of the SNPs. SNPs is another term for your genes. And it shows you like inflammation. You have bacterial inflammation, coronary artery disease, rheumatoid arthritis, and a whole host of cancers. So we want to give our bodies the proper support to make sure that we can fight against these type of illnesses. Every single one of the SNPs is broken down in this report for you. And then it actually tells you they're going to give us turmeric, they're going to give us curcumin. So they actually break down and tell you exactly what they're going to give you. And then at the very end of the report, they actually give you your supplement facts. So you know exactly what you're getting. And it's just amazing. So these, I mean, you're getting A and C and D and E and Bs. I mean, there's all the Bs. And like for me, I get iron, I get magnesium, I get the sodium. You know, I'm getting everything. I used to have an entire shelf in my kitchen cabinet with all different types of supplements. And I can't even begin to tell you, it was so many supplements, very costly. Now I just take one jar, and it's made for me. It's got my name on it because it's all about you.
Yeah, what I like as well is in the supplement facts, it breaks down the name of the gene and the ingredients that they're actually putting in your formula because of your genetic report. And then you can go back, and each one of these ingredients has peer-reviewed science information on there to say this is why we're putting this amount in for this gene, so on and so forth. So yeah, it's truly incredible. It really is.
Book can actually be customized even further. So I have one customer who is highly, highly allergic to mushrooms. So we are actually able to take mushrooms out of her formula for her.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. That is really cool.
Yeah.
So what kind of results have you, besides your weight loss, what kind of results have you seen with your physical, your physical ability since you've been on the product for about a year or so?
So it's really interesting because as time goes on, I realize more and more things have changed that I haven't really paid attention to. So of course, the first thing was the inflammation, the chronic pain, and the weight loss. Those to me were the most important things that I needed to fix, okay? Because I couldn't keep going the way I was going. Then I noticed I've always had a skin condition. It's a very rare condition. It's called tinea versicolor. And it kind of like leaves pigments all over your body. And it's almost like a yeast type of a situation. And I haven't had any of the pigmentation. I have not had this rash that usually covers the whole upper trunk of my body. And I've had this since I'm 16 years old. So that was gone. And then rosacea. I was always beet red in the face. And between my supplements, and I also use our AC11 serum that we've put out, I no longer have any rosacea. And I used to have to be medicated for it. It was so bad. So that's now gone. My hair, oh my gosh, so much healthier. It grows and it's thicker than it's ever been. But then a few weeks ago, I'm talking to somebody who's asking me, he goes, I have this skin condition that when I get stressed, I break out in a rash all over my body. And I went, oh my God, really? And he's like, yeah, why? I said, thank you. He's like, why are you thanking me? I'm like, because I completely forgot that I always, whenever I get stressed, I get a rash on my elbows. And it's horrible. And you sit there like this, all day long. And then I realized, wow, I haven't had that in like a year. completely didn't realize it until somebody else talked to me about it. So it's really been interesting.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I've had some pretty incredible results here. I grabbed a picture real quick that I want to show everybody so they can see what I looked like when I first started taking this stuff. That's me on the left. That's me on the left in 2019, and this is me
Wow.
last year. Me last year, halfway through. So, I've lost. Geez, I don't know. I didn't even get on the scale when I started this whole thing. I probably should have, but I've lost. Geez, going at least 60, 70 pounds now. And to me, here the whole thing about this whole process is the information that we get, and and I was mentioning this to you before we started. The information that's in the report is so powerful unless only if you take action on it, right? Just like anything else, the information is worthless unless you take action on it. And so it's radically and dramatically changed my life. So what are you doing right now to get the word out? Are you getting online? Are you going to networking groups? What are you doing to share this incredible information with people?
So I've been on a lot of networking groups. I am having the time of my life. I got to tell you, this has been so much fun. Everybody's like, "Oh, I miss going to, events and meeting with people in person." And of course, I miss that as well. But oh my gosh, I have created the best friendships and meeting people all over the world. And I get on regular networking groups every week, like specific times, throughout the week. And it's been great. And I just keep meeting and meeting more people. And, you just never know. I mean, I don't leave home without a kit. I mean, I went for a massage a couple of months ago. And when I go for a massage, it's almost like that's the only place I can meditate. I just go into that zone. And I never got into that zone because when the massage therapist and I were kind of chit-chatting a little bit in the beginning, she was like, "What do you do for a living?" And I told her. And then the next 90 minutes was all about this product. And she signed up right then and there. She was like, "You're not leaving without giving me a kit. And I'm going to sell this now in my, my practice." So it's just, I just talk to people and I get on and I'm just trying to give everybody the knowledge that is just so imperative, because without knowing what your body needs, you can't fix it. Like I'll show you again. Okay, just to give you an example, but this was me back in February, and this is me now, and like what you just showed. I mean, it's just incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you made a lot of lifestyle choices too. I have made a lot of lifestyle choices over the last year for my health. But I will say that it was because of the information, number one, that I learned in the report, and number two, the people in the community and the culture, and a lot of our friends that to support us in what we're doing, because it's not easy. This is not easy stuff to change your life and start changing your lifestyle, because the supplements are great and they do work, but they are a supplement to a healthy lifestyle, meaning that if you just take the stuff and you don't change anything else, probably not, it might help a little bit, but we just know that exponentially everything is so much better when you just do everything across the board. You know what I mean?
Well, what I've also started doing is I've gone to, I did the weight management test. So you actually have the choice between doing nutrition and weight management. And that was really fascinating for me, because I've learned, again, no surprises, that I inherited so many of the genes for BMI and obesity and diabetes risks from my parents. And you can see we test for things like the body composition and obesity, lipid metabolism, caffeine metabolizer, dopamine, and addictive behavior is huge. People don't realize they eat this because they're addicted, like sugars, for instance. And then if you see the FTOs, we do 2 in the regular wellness report, but here we test for 7 of them. And when you see a 2, that means I inherited that variant from both my parents. And then again, we test again more of the MTHFR, which, we know, whoops, I think I just lost that one. There we go. We just do, again, obesity, increased hunger, insulin resistance. I've inherited all of these genes. So I've actually am in the process of switching over from my nutrition, which I love and I swear by it. But now I'm going to introduce a product called Prime, which is going to also be a customized supplement that's now going to give me the adrenal support, the thyroid support, and the support that I need for all of these weight management genes. So I'm hoping with that, and I'm actually already seeing that I've dropped 3 pounds. I started the core, which is like the pre-trition, and it's time to just get everything, under control. And I have my shakes, that I can drink, and it's just really just such a great, great product. So
Yeah.
that.
What's really cool is it says weight management, and that's really important because most people, I would say most people need to lose weight, but there's still a lot of amount of people out there that are underweight that need to gain weight. So this will definitely help people across the board, if they want to lose weight or gain weight. That's why they call it weight management. And I'm actually still waiting for my report right now. I got my report done. I'm waiting for it to come back. And I myself have also switched over from the customized nutrition to the weight management because there's about another 30 pounds that I want to lose to get to my ultimate weight, right? My fighting weight, back to my salad days.
Mm-hmm.
But it's incredible. The information is so powerful, and there's no other company out there doing this where there's specific, tailor, customized for each person, and with the information, it's incredible. It's changed my life over the last couple of years, and I'm excited and passionate about it to talk about it as much as I possibly can.
It's really funny because so you and I are talking how we've done the weight management. We're going to switch over, and I'm only going to switch over for a period of time. I'm going to lose the rest of the weight, then I'm going to go back to my nutrition. But let's take somebody like my husband. I did the weight management test on him as well, and we saw what genes he had inherited. But I have chosen, and this was my decision with him, of course, but we're not switching him over because of his health issues. We felt it was the most important thing to give his body the support that it needs for the cholesterol and for the diabetes and for the blood pressure. And that's been more important. I mean, he's lost 20 some odd pounds anyway since he's been on his nutrition, and he did not change any of his eating habits. That I could tell you. But like his cholesterol went from 250 down to 128.
Yeah. Well, what's really cool about what they have in there is it really helps your gut. It's some amazing ingredients in there that helps your gut health. And when you get your gut health right and you start eating right, you're naturally going to start losing weight. But the weight management program is definitely next level stuff. But if he's on a core, group of ingredients that are helping him get off of the pharmaceutical stuff, you don't want to fix something that's not broken and it's working,
exactly. Right? So, but I am having him do the Fit for You challenge with me, which is a 90-day challenge. And we've taken his weight and his measurements, and I just have to do his pictures today. And we're gonna go through it. 90 days. We're gonna work hard on it, and just keep going. And it's just such a great company and such a great product. I mean, you're getting the support you need. Mm-hmm. Doesn't get any better than that. So
what's this text, healthy cells to 55312? Is that a number of people could text to get more information from you about what you're working on?
That's my Mobi card. So I have a virtual card, and then you can email me, you can call me, but you can get in touch with me here. You can get in touch with me. You can even call me at 631-834-1295. But text me.
Yeah, I'm excited. We'll definitely have you back on again soon for an update on how the weight management has been working out for you, because you and I are actually doing it together. So
I did something, you're gonna love this. So I was on a call yesterday, networking call with another group, and I complimented the woman that hosts one of the groups, and I said to her, you're very inspiring. I know you've lost, a substantial amount of weight, and you wear this red suit in a lot of your marketing campaigns. And I said to her, I'm gonna put myself out there today. I said to her, I'm gonna hold myself accountable out in the live audience. So here I am doing this crazy stunt again. Many, many years ago, one of the most important days of my life, I wore a white pantsuit. I've always loved white clothing. It's my thing. Okay. So
Oh,
some people don't always know about me. Here we go, Mike. And I can't fit into it right now. Okay. I need to lose like another 5 or so pounds. But I said to her yesterday, I'm going to lose 10 pounds. And then and she's working on some marketing materials with me. I said, I'm going to come into your studio for a photo shoot in that suit. So she then turns and she goes, I'm going to up you on that. She goes, I'm going to do the shoot with you in my red suit. And you know when we're going to do this? Valentine's Day. Because the red and the white. So I'm going to wear the white suit with a red shirt, and she's going to do the opposite. And we're going to do this shoot together, which means now I am held accountable. So I tried the suit on this morning. I can wear it, but definitely not wearable yet, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I have 4 weeks.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. I have a half a closet full of skinny. I call them my skinny clothes.
Yeah.
And I go in there. I've been going in there a couple of times a week and trying on shirts. Going, okay, just a little bit more, just a little bit more, right?
Well, the funny part is when I wore it, I was exactly the same weight I am today, but with age, we change. Our shapes change a little bit, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's just the way it's just placed other places.
Yeah, that law of gravity, it sucks, man.
Yeah, it's definitely a law for sure.
Accountable on live,
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was really cool having you on here. So the best way to get a hold of you is to just private message you right here through Facebook or text you that number right there.
Absolutely.
And we can get you some more information. And yeah, I'm really excited to have you back again, maybe in a month or so, to give an update on this new program that we're working on together.
Sounds fabulous. I can't wait. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you coming on. Everybody that tuned in, thank you so much for coming into this broadcast. If you see any value here, let us know down in the comments. Also, if you want any more information, feel free to reach out to myself or Brenda, and we'd be more than happy to direct you to this process that's changed our lives. So with that being said, happy Friday. Hope you all have a phenomenal weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow.